They say an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but behind that saying lies a fascinating world of plant chemistry, nutrition, and biology. In this video, we'll dive deep into the science of apples, from the molecular compounds that protect your cells, to the way your body digests and metabolizes them, to the surprising effects they have on everything from your blood sugar to your gut microbiome. Apples have been cultivated for thousands of years, originating in Central Asia and spreading globally through trade and migration. Today, they're one of the most widely produced fruits, with over 100 million tons harvested annually. But while their history is interesting, the real value of apples is what's inside. A carefully balanced package of water, fiber, micronutrients, and bioactive compounds that make them a nutritional powerhouse. Let's start with the basics. A medium apple is roughly 85% water, contains about 95 calories, and delivers nearly 4 grams of dietary fiber. This fiber is a mix of soluble and insoluble types. Soluble fiber, particularly pectin, dissolves in water to form a viscous gel in the gut. This slows gastric emptying, modulates glucose absorption, and binds bile acids, which can lower LDL cholesterol. Insoluble fiber, meanwhile, is physically bulky, helping to stimulate peristalsis and promote regular bowel movements. The glycemic index of apples is low, typically between 28 and 44, meaning they cause only a mild rise in blood sugar compared to high GI foods like white bread. This is due to their fiber content and their ratio of fructose to glucose. Fructose is metabolized primarily in the liver and doesn't trigger as large of an insulin spike as pure glucose does. This property makes apples a favorable snack for blood sugar management, especially compared to fruit juices, which have the sugars without the fiber. Apples are also rich in vitamin C, about 8 to 10 milligrams in a medium fruit, which plays a role as a cofactor in collagen synthesis, supports immune defense by stimulating white blood cell activity, and serves as a potent antioxidant. But vitamin C is just one piece of the antioxidant puzzle. The real biochemical stars are the polyphenols found largely in the skin. These include quercetin, catechin, florizin, and chlorogenic acid. Quercetin is a flavonoid with anti-inflammatory properties that can inhibit the production of histamines and modulate immune responses. It's also been studied for its ability to protect neurons from oxidative damage, potentially lowering neurodegenerative risk. Catechin, also found in green tea, supports vascular health by improving endothelial function and promoting nitric oxide availability. Florizin is unique to apples and may help regulate glucose uptake in the intestines, reducing post-meal blood sugar spikes. Chlorogenic acid, common in coffee, slows the release of glucose into the bloodstream and may improve insulin sensitivity. One of the most fascinating effects of these compounds is their synergy. Research shows that the polyphenols in apples may protect LDL cholesterol from oxidation, a key step in the development of atherosclerosis. They can also modulate gene expression in pathways related to inflammation and detoxification, suggesting apples have benefits that go beyond just providing vitamins and minerals. From a gut health perspective, pectin acts as a prebiotic. That's a type of fermentable fiber that actually fuels beneficial gut bacteria like bifidobacteria and lactobacillus. When these bacteria metabolize pectin, they produce short-chain fatty acids or SCFAs such as butyrate, propionate, and acetate. Butyrate in particular is a preferred energy source for colonocytes. Those are the cells lining your large intestine, and it plays a role in reducing colon inflammation and improving barrier integrity. SCFAs also influence metabolic health by regulating appetite hormones and, improving insulin sensitivity. There's also evidence linking regular apple consumption to improved lung function. Epidemiological studies suggest that the flavonoids in apples may help reduce airway inflammation and oxidative stress, which could partially explain why apple intake is inversely correlated with asthma prevalence in some populations. In terms of cancer prevention, apples' antioxidants can neutralize free radicals before they damage DNA. Laboratory studies have shown that apple polyphenols may inhibit tumor cell proliferation and induce apoptosis, or programmed cell death, in certain cancer cell lines. While these findings are preliminary and don't replace medical treatment, they highlight how everyday foods can have measurable effects at the cellular level. When it comes to satiety, apples score high because of their combination of water and fiber. Studies using satiety index testing find that solid apples increase fullness significantly more than applesauce or apple juice, even when calorie content is matched. This is because chewing whole fruit triggers mechanical and hormonal signals, like the release of peptide YY and GLP-1, that signal to your brain that you've eaten enough. Let's clear up a few myths. Yes, apple seeds contain amygdalin, which can release cyanide when metabolized, but the dose from accidentally eating a few seeds is far below toxic levels. No, green apples are not inherently healthier than red apples. They simply have different sugar-to-acid ratios and slightly different phytonutrient profiles. And while organic apples may have lower pesticide residues, studies generally show similar vitamin and polyphenol content compared to conventionally grown apples. In practical terms, apples are one of the easiest functional foods to integrate into your diet. They don't require refrigeration for short-term storage, they're naturally portion-controlled, and they can be eaten raw, baked, blended, or cooked. Just remember, the skin contains the majority of the polyphenols and much of the fiber, so whenever possible, eat them whole. So, is an apple a day enough to keep the doctor away? Not by itself. Health is about the sum of your lifestyle, your diet, activity level, sleep, and stress. But apples are an accessible, science-backed tool for improving cardiovascular, metabolic, and digestive health. Think of them as a daily, edible dose of preventative medicine, wrapped in a sweet, crunchy package. The next time you bite into an apple, know that you're not just enjoying a snack, you're setting off a cascade of biological effects, from your mouth to your microbiome to your mitochondria. And for something that costs less than $1, that's an impressive return on investment.